Today we're going to talk about personal budgets. My wife and I started in 2008, living paycheck to paycheck. We started out with this exact Excel spreadsheet right here that I created. Essentially how it works is you get your expected income. You may be irregular income because you're in sales. You may have a salaried income because you're in a management position, or you may have your standard weekly income where you get wages by the hour, which comes with sometimes overtime. You get some bonuses, maybe some reimbursements, and then your expected outgo. And this all comes down to whatever you want it to be. Tithing, savings, mortgage, rent, vehicle payments, vehicle gas, insurance, water, electricity, gas for your home if you have that, daycare if you have small children, life insurance, entertainment. Yes, you will need entertainment even though you are going to try to be on a strict budget. It's very important to have some kind of way to free your mind of this, because you've been able to go out and do as you want to do for so many years of your life, and now all of a sudden you're going to be tied to this budget. Some of these are your investments, your college funds, and your new car. That may go later on. It should not pertain to you at this moment. If you have any of these, cable television or Hulu, we're going to ditch those. Call today, cancel them. Put all that in here, and you do that, for your income. Subtract all your outgo, and that should come down to a zero. Your savings, oftentimes people think, well, whatever's left over, that's my savings. No, make a point to put savings in here, and then at every dollar, give it a name. Every dollar has a name. It goes into each one of these categories until this becomes a zero. All right, so you just fill out these every month, and then these obviously may fluctuate. A lot of these categories are on pieces of paper on the back, different categories here, and it all depends on how you set it up. Now I put Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, and other. You got your regular miscellaneous, and let me tell you, these are specific because you may want to track how much your husband's spending at Home Depot. And husbands, you may want to check out how much your wives are spending at Target or Walmart, and say, okay, well, how much have we actually spent here? And then we come into food, and the food can be, and you can break it down if you want to say, okay, food, I got my groceries, and then we eat out, and so here we are. Now again, if you're on a personal budget, should not be a lot of eating out. I know it's going to be tough. Sometimes you just got to. But if you know that's going to be kind of a case, put that into your budget. Okay, make it a line item in your budget and make it work. But here's where if you go to Publix, you go to Aldi's, if you go to Winn-Dixie, if you go to Kroger, whatever, you put it in here. At the end of the month, you total it up right here. And then you put it in the front. If you start doing that, then you can track everything. And this is the tracking. If you listen to enough individuals in the financial world, who are teaching and giving information, they're going to tell you, know your numbers. I use an analogy that I'm going to throw out here. What did you have for breakfast yesterday morning? Do you recall what you ate? You probably do, because it was just yesterday morning. Now, what did you eat last Tuesday for lunch? What did you eat on the second Tuesday of last month? The second Tuesday of last month for dinner. Do you recall what that was? That may be an easy one because you may have a calendar. Maybe you're really good at tracking what you ate. Now, do you recall what you ate on June 3rd of this year? Yeah? That's a little bit trickier, isn't it? We can remember what we ate on important days. We can remember the things on important days. I guarantee you, you can recall almost to the smell of something that happened when you were 7, 8, 10, 15 years old. If you're not writing things down as specifics, then you're only going to remember the big stuff. And the little things are going to fall through the cracks. And that's what's going to tear up this budget. 13 years ago, I looked at this budget and I had to know every single penny. Today, I know that I do everything within my dollar. It kind of becomes your routine, kind of like driving home from work. you do it enough times that you can almost fall asleep and still make it home. It was just from all the years of doing it over and 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 over again. Okay, so, but you had to be very strict at it. And so let's be very strict at this, and you'll turn this into success. This is definitely big first step, but this is the key.